The Trump administration delivering a disappointing conclusion, releasing the JFK files, but revealing no new information. So today, the task force on the declassification of federal secrets, they're holding a hearing, and some big names are going to be testifying, including filmmaker Oliver Stone. You might remember his political thriller, JFK, making controversial headlines back in the 90s, which Stone himself described as a counter-myth to the Warren Commission. The task force promising to lift the veil surrounding the assassination of JFK and give the American people the truth. Joining me now is NewsNation special correspondent Ross Coulthart. Ross, good morning to you as always. Hearing set for this afternoon. If that document dump didn't reveal any big bombshells, what are you really expecting out of today?
Good morning, Markie. Well, look, there were no smoking guns, but what I do agree with is what Jefferson Morley's told us on Reality Check, which is that there is indeed a fact trail. And the fact trail leads very, very strongly to the idea that Lee Harvey Oswald didn't act alone. And the most compelling evidence, frankly, is that the CIA had Oswald under almost constant surveillance in the years before the assassination. It was a massive file held by James Jesus Angleton, the CIA boss. And frankly, the CIA should be explaining why it is they were keeping such close eyes on a man accused and found to be an assassin when, frankly, there are so many holes in their surveillance of him that allowed him to allegedly perpetrate this murder. And moreover, Oliver Stone, I think he'll just be great star value, frankly. I'm a little sceptical that they'll achieve that much in the very short period of time that they've got to depose these witnesses. But I do think what Oliver Stone will put on the record is very clearly his long-stated view that there was a conspiracy, that indeed President John F. Kennedy was the victim of more than one shooter, at least two shooters, and that's exactly what Representative Luna, the chairwoman of this task force, has already foreshadowed. She's made it quite clear that she herself thinks that there was a second shooter, if not a third.
Yeah, today could get interesting. You just brought up Jefferson Morley, just for our audience at home, JFK researcher, independent journalist. Let me take a listen to what he had to say to you after those files were released, Ross, and how the CIA played a part in JFK's assassination. Take a listen.
They were complicit in the events that led to the wrongful death of the president. I don't know who the intellectual authors of this are, but we know that the intellectual author of Kennedy's death was not Lee Harvey Oswald. What we're trying to figure out is who was really responsible. And you know what? I don't have an answer to that.
Yeah, so what do you predict his testimony is going to sound like today? And anything new that even yourself, hasn't heard yet?
Well, look, I'm pretty sure I know what Oliver Stone's going to be presenting. He did a fantastic documentary, by the way, a few years ago called JFK Revisited, Through the Looking Glass. And it did a really good analysis that I think presents a compelling argument that there were indeed at least one shooter from the front. And that's consistent with the wounds that were found in the president and recorded both in his autopsy and at the Dallas hospital where he was first taken. And there are huge inconsistencies in the official records of the Warren Commission, the official government inquiry, that do not adequately explain those wounds. And I know that's where Representative Luna quite commendably is drilling down. She's asking the right questions about how it is that the Warren Commission was so badly misinformed. There's no question at all that the Warren Commission, in my view, got it wrong. The big question is, did the mistakes that they make have an influence on whether or not they got the right person? Was Oswald, in fact, involved in this assassination at all? And that's the question that this committee is asking.
Yeah, I know Luna is vowing to get to the bottom of this. Speaking of wounds, I know the task force also going to visit the assassination site in Dallas. They're going to speak with doctors who actually treated JFK after he was shot. We'll see if they uncover anything new. Ross Coulthart, got to end it there. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.